Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
The probability of an option becoming correct is somewhere around 1 by 4. So there is more probability for it being wrong than being correct. Myself, Satvik Kolluru, and I'm a fourth year civil engineering undergraduate student at IIT Bombay. I have scored 99.99 percentile in CAT 2019, and it was my first attempt. So coming to my individual sectional percentiles, I scored 99.73 percentile in VARC. I scored 99.97 percentile in DILR and 99.85 percentile in quant. And coming to my profile, I have scored a 97.7 percentage in my 12th standard, and I have a CGPA of 8.42 currently, and scored a 10 by 10 in 10th class in CBSE. We had a very flexible curriculum at IIT Bombay. So my first elective happened to be in the field of financial economics. So this sort of laid the foundation for my further pursuit in the field of finance. Later on, I did an internship in the corporate banking division with IndusInd Bank, and these two helped me fetch an internship in the risk management division of Nomura. So due to the things which I've already done in finance and the interest which I've developed during the course of time, I thought MBA would be a correct step for me to like get a job into it and learn more skills in the same division. Initially, I started my preparation around in towards the end of July, but I started preparing for it much more rigorously during the mid of the September. My strategy on how I started preparation, the first step which was involved was getting to know what your target was. So I targeted the IIMs A and B and C. So my target was 99.9 percentile initially, and then the second step in it was gazing at where you stand. So I straight away gave my first mock and scored a 98 percentile. So I knew that 99.9 percentile was a achievable feat. So I further increased it to 100 percentile. So I set my target to 100 percentile after gazing where I stand at. And then the third step is depending upon the time which you have, depending upon what all are your priorities, you sort of draft a preparation plan in which you follow day by day. So my preparation plan mostly involved going over the mocks, like giving a mock every 4 days and then analyzing them for at least 4 to 5 hours and then coming up with where you lack and then preparing according to that. I sort of scored near 100 percentiles in the starting, and then whereas my VRC percentile used to linger around 80, 85 at max. So and then I completely changed my VARC strategy and then bumped these numbers up to 95 and 99. I'll tell you all the different strategies which I use for VARC, quant, and DILR separately. So coming to the VARC, so the RC comprises of 24 questions, and then the VA part comprises of 10 questions each. So RC sort of had 72 marks in it, and then the rest of the marks went to the VA. So I concentrated mainly on the 72 marks. I sort of targeted to get more than 66 in those 72 marks, and then the rest of it would somehow fall in place. When it came to the RC, there were three parts into tackling an RC. The first thing is how to read an RC, the second thing is how to comprehend an RC, and the third thing is how to answer the questions. So if the subject was engineering or anything related to environment, then I could read an RC very comfortably. But whereas when it came to philosophy or something like that, something like history, then I couldn't read an RC. So in order to tackle this, I used to read 6,000 words long essay every day. This sort of increased my reading speed and also increased my grasp over different areas of different domains such as philosophy, economics, history, and stuff. The second part is comprehending an RC. So when it comes to an RC, you don't know where the passage is going to start, what it is trying to convey at the starting of it, and where it is going to end. So I sort of came up with a strategy in which I read the first and the last lines of the first passage, and then the first and the last lines of the last passage. So I got to know from where the passage is beginning and where the passage is going to end. So I sort of related myself with the authors that how is he gonna get from the start to the end, like which path is he gonna follow, because I know the starting of the essay and the ending of the essay. So this sort of helped me to comprehend and answer much more easily. And then coming to the third part, which is answering the questions, the probability of an option becoming correct is somewhere around 1 by 4. So there is more probability for it being wrong than being correct. So I look to eliminate every time. So I sort of started to eliminate each and every option and then check my answer as the one which is pending. And then VA, I didn't prepare for VA that much in Yeah, that's how I didn't score much in it either. During the mock test, I used to generally solve 7 to 8 DILR sets. When I was in the examination center, I sort of panicked and neglected my strategy, and then straight away went with the brute force approach of solving it in a simple order. But that didn't work out initially. So after 10 minutes have passed, I have not even solved a single set, and then I have not even applied my strategy to it. So I went again back to the basics, and then applied my strategy again, sorted them out in an increasing difficulty order, and then I was able to attempt 6 or 7 sets. Coming to the quant section, I was already strong with quant because I'm an engineer, and I brushed over the topics by looking at few of the YouTube tutorials. The most important thing is sticking to your strategy, which you have developed over the past few months, and then acting accordingly. So when I went to the examination center, I generally go over my strategy again, think what can I change it to make my score better. But when I sat in the examination, the RCs were very tough. The RCs were literally very lengthy and very tough to comprehend. But I was good at RC, so I stretched my strategy a little bit and allotted a little more time to the RC, and then managed to get 22 out of the 24 questions correct. And then when it came to DILR, I already knew that my VA section didn't go well. I only was able to score 3 correct answers out of 10. So my VA section was not well. So I thought I have to solve each and every set in DILR, get a complete 98 out of 98. But after 10 minutes into the section, but I couldn't solve even a single set. And then I went back to my strategy. I arranged them in a ascending order, and then moved on. So that helped me a lot. My only piece of advice would be stick to the plan, stick to the strategy which you have made up during them. The feeling when I looked at the key was very different from the feeling which I got when I looked at the score. So initially when I checked the key, I got 221 or something. So I was very happy. I was really very happy then. And then the predicted percentile came out to be 99.99. So that wasn't a surprise when it actually was released by CAT.
Hi guys, Inside IM has come up with an exciting new one-on-one mentorship product where you get to interact with superstar managers from different businesses, different functions. You can ask them everything around your career, your education, your future success. If you are interested, the link is in the description below. Thanks.